Shayi Adetayo joins us now. He's a security consultant as well. Thank you for coming on this morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Let's touch just a few questions about this Anambra scenario, because you see lots of questions being asked, even by some union members of that community. They think that the police authorities jump to conclusions by saying this is a drug war, because they don't understand. Well, is it understandable if they don't understand the business that those chaps were involved in, or do you think that the police coming up with that statement in a very short time jumped to conclusions?
Okay, let me say this. When you have a situation in your hands, the first thing you want to do, you need to start working from somewhere. You need to pick up, you examine the crime scene, and you try to determine what could be the preliminary, in terms of your preliminary report, what could be the cause of this. And no, people will not just wake up just one morning and go to a church and start killing people. Automatically, there must have been an existing narrative as regarding that particular community, some characters in that particular community. I had opportunity of working in Anambra State as an officer, and I understand how the communities there, they are. And you see, it's important that we begin to ask ourselves these questions. What is the role of the traditional institutions in our society today? When you begin to, give chieftaincy title to criminals, known criminals, this person, a means of livelihood is not clean, and then you celebrate them. Automatically,
that's when they are known.
They are known. I work there.
No, but in this particular case, what they said is, well, much as you say, you have to start working from somewhere.
Yeah.
But if in a very short time, the police authorities came up with that conclusion, it means that wherever it is that they're working on is going to uphold.
Because there is a police institution in that particular community. You understand what I'm saying now? And they know who is who in that community. And for the period that I was in Anambra State, I can tell you in each community, whether from Ojoto to Ihiala to Uzubulu, or to anywhere, I can tell you, okay, in those days, these are people that are of questionable characters in those particular communities. They are well known. And you see, during festive period, you see them come down, people, in fact, you see people hailing them, even using what they do as means of livelihood to praise them.
I get your point, but what I'm trying to point out is doesn't it mean then that with the police coming up with that narrative, they've ruled out every other possibility that it could be something else?
The truth is this. You see, there are times some people appear to be larger than life. They find it difficult to even curtail them, even when they know that this is what they do. And then, you have a story by there are officers that have been working on cases relating to the same people. You see, it's difficult for police to tell you that they don't know who is who in each community. They know, even if there are wars, ravaging. You see, there are intelligence about each community, things that are happening. There are chieftaincy disputes, there are communal disputes that are being sponsored by certain people. You see, I had a opportunity of handling some cases with some communities, and I know those that are operating from abroad sponsoring some candidate against some candidates as regarding chieftaincy and President General community town union issues. And these are people that some of them are known to be drug lords, and they are the ones sponsoring because they want to come back to the community and they want to have their own candidates installed, and so that when they come back home, they get the chieftaincy title, they become somebody very big in a notable personality in the community.
But is that what is happening in Ozobolo? Do you think that because the police say that it's a drug war, imported into Anambra State, but since you have lived there, what do you think is actually going on?
Okay, I belong to a group, a pan-African security group that we have security experts from all of Africa. Every day we discuss security. And information coming from South Africa, from my colleagues in South Africa, is something that you will be worried about, especially as touching Nigerians that are living in South Africa. They control, between them and the Pakistani, they control the drug business in that particular country. And then so many people have been killed. He said my first time of entering South Africa, when I got to Johannesburg airport, Tambo airport, after passing through the immigration screening, I was stopped inside the airport by another, I think there's SAPS SAPS officer, and he asked me, which tribe are you? I said, they said, are you Igbo? I said, no. I said, I'm Yoruba. They said, okay. And then the guy started talking about what the Igbos are doing and then I was shocked that it's not limited to what I hear. It's what the people, the police in South Africa believe, that if you are a Nigerian and you are an Igbo, then they need to look at you properly. And this is not to say that that is how all the Igbos are. It means that there are some Igbo people there that have made everybody to look bad, including the Igbo. So you can see that this thing it has to do with some group of people from a particular community. Say, police are coming from the, for you to treat the unknown, you need to start from the known. So the known narrative is that there are groups from Ozubulu and then from other parts of the Igbo community that are resident in South Africa that have been engaging in drug war. And these things are now being imported to the community from, say, people spoke. And police will not come out with all the information, but from police contact, the information that we've been able to, I've been able to obtain is that this goes beyond the war that is limited to Ozubulu or South Africa alone. Even there are silent war going on even in Lagos. People are being killed silently, quietly. Drug war is ongoing in Lagos. And then if you look at Evans, from a report coming from what police have been obtained from Evans, that some of those people that Evans were kidnapping, the information were coming from, it's as a result of a dispute relating to drug business, that one would now give Evans information about another and say, go and kidnap this guy and obtain, and then they share the money. So those are the information that are actually coming out. That means that the issue of drug business, drug war is actually going on, and it's silent, and it's something that the country really needs to look into right now before we find ourselves in a Colombia or Mexico issue in Nigeria.
Would it be out of place for the police to give us briefings about this kind of matter once in a while as we see